Recently, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers like the Hacksmith, J Loser Video, Alan Pence Sufficiently Advanced, and Mike Rober, and they've inspired me to make my own project using an Arduino. I've been making a lot of projects ever since elementary school, but I've never done anything electronically. As a matter of fact, the only thing that I've ever done electronically was making a projector out of a phone and a magnifying glass in a shoebox. So we're already off to a bad start experience-wise, but we're not gonna let that stop us. So follow me as I put myself through every torture known to man, just so that I can make myself my own AI. Why aren't you following? Okay, so this whole thing is running on Arduino, and if you do not know what an Arduino is, I'd recommend that you look at this video right here, because that'll explain literally everything to you. Go, right now, go look at that, because none of this will make sense if you don't. Anyways, why don't you just explain what an Arduino is? Fine, I will. Basically, an Arduino is a pre-made motherboard or a microcontroller. So it's basically supposed to control everything. It's the brains of the entire robot. This tiny thing right here is the brains of the entire AI. So the way we're supposed to control it is by plugging in a printer cable, which I still haven't taken the twist ties off of yet, and plugging the USB side into a computer that I have right here. This is my gaming computer, and it's extremely slow, so bear with me. But basically, you plug it into the computer, and you plug the printer cable side into this inlet right here, and that'll let you control the Arduino via coding. And if you want to reset the Arduino, there is a button right here. I'm not gonna push it because I have not done anything and I don't know what will happen, because this is my first project. So stuff could blow up. I'm gonna set the house on fire. I don't want that. So yes, that is basically what an Arduino is. Are you happy? You didn't have to go to the video. Yes, I am. I ordered all of my parts off of Amazon, except for this. This is the casing that I'm going to be using, and I got this at Home Depot, because, you know, Home Depot's that place. Anyways, as I said, I ordered all of my stuff off of Amazon Basics. Can you read that? Hope so. Anyways, and when I ordered this off of Amazon, I did not anticipate how long it would be. Look at this thing. It's tangled up and it's still that long. What is this? I can play jump rope with this and still hit the sky. Anyways, let's plug this in. I just downloaded the Arduino software, but it's not completely downloaded yet because I haven't even opened anything up yet. So I don't know what to expect. I might lose space on this computer because I can't even download CSGO on here. So yeah, we're gonna open it up. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. While that's opening up, if I run out of space, I have this USB flash drive right here, which for some reason is in a different format. Okay, this thing has 32 gigabytes on it, right? Why would you put it in a format that only lets in or out 4 gigabytes? What are you supposed to do with the other gigabytes? Ranting aside, while we are waiting for this thing to work, there are a few other things that I need to show you. I've ordered everything off Amazon, as I said, and there were a few things that I forgot to put in the initial order, like a speech recognition hardware. So I needed to take this right here, this speech recognition hardware. And since my dad, all of this is off of my dad's credit card, so I'm trying to buy this so that I can get the coding. But since my dad doesn't want to buy it yet, I am not allowed to do it for 2 weeks. Why? Because my dad has to pay the bills. So this is gonna have to wait. have other microphones, and I might be able to use this to like amplify how far you have to be for the microphone to pick up what you're saying. But other than that, okay, so we finally got the Arduino software set up. I'm not gonna plug in the Arduino yet because I'm gonna do some things like figure out what to do because we got a few problems here. It would seem that we have a few problems. Number one, I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's okay because it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Or something. I have no idea what I'm doing. Somebody please help me. One YouTube video later and I realized something. Okay, so it would seem that there's some hardware missing. Including everything else, we're missing a potentiometer, the breadboard jumper wires, a speech recognition board, and a mic that is compatible with the speech recognition board. Fortunately for us, all of that stuff is on Amazon. Unfortunately, I have to wait 2 weeks before I can even order it, and then afterwards, the speech recognition board is not compatible with Amazon Prime, so I have to wait even longer to get the thing that sits the Soul Trainer out! But let's add it to our cart anyways. Huh. Just like that. I guess I'll see you in 2 weeks then. Alright, so I figured something out. Apparently the speech recognition board that I had is not as good as I thought. Alright? I did not buy it. Instead, I bought something else. It's called a MOVI Shield, and it's basically the same thing except better, which explains the price. This thing along with the speaker that I'm buying it with costs over $90. And if I did it, and if I bought the battery pack and the battery adapter for like a barrel cord adapter, I think that's what it's called, it would cost over $100. I'm 15. Over $100. What do you expect? Alright guys, we have a problem, and it's a pretty big one. First off, I'm filming this months later. It's September. School has already started. I made a deadline for myself to finish this project before school started. Guess who failed? The parts for this have already came in. This is MTR. This is the hardware for MTR. This is it. It's tiny, but it's mighty. It does so much stuff. But the thing is, it's not finished. I've been at this for months, and I haven't recorded a single thing. I was able to make an entire Iron Man helmet out of cardboard before I could finish this. I started the Iron Man helmet after I started this. And at that point, you may be wondering, well, have you been at it for months? Where have you been? I've been trying to learn how to code. I still have no idea what I'm doing, which leads into the second problem. Because I don't know how to code, there's problems here. Really big problems here. There are error messages showing up left and right, and I think I figured them all out, except for one. It's like the final boss of error messages. So let me show you. Okay, so the problem is basically that anytime I try to upload it, it says expected a primary expression before the parentheses end. And so I put a primary expression there, even though I don't know what it is. I had to research it. And then after that, it says expected a semicolon. So I put the semicolon there. But then it says, oh, expected a primary expression again. So it's basically a loop. I am stuck in a loop and I can't get out. And I am actually frustrated because this has been going on for a while. So yeah, I mean, of course I wouldn't upload the video if I didn't know how to fix it. So if you're seeing this, then yay, I fixed it. Hey, MTR is working perfectly fine. Or maybe there are some things wrong with it, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Alright, it's a few days later and I figured it all out. It turns out that on Arduino there is something called examples, and these examples are basically code that has nothing wrong with it. And you can change what you want about the code. Then you can take it one step further, and if you have software for hardware that you have, and if you have more software, you could upload the software onto Arduino, and then it'll give you examples for the software. MOVI has software that I can upload examples from. So that's what I did. I changed everything that I needed to about it, and MTR is working just fine. I'm thinking about adding a clock to him, so I could say something like, MTR, what's the time? Or MTR, what time is it? And I also made an Iron Man helmet, which you would know if you followed me on social media. Go to it right now. I also have an Iron Man helmet, and I can put headphones in the helmet. MTR has a headphone/speaker jack, and I could plug the headphones into that, and boom, I have MTR in my helmet. However, I have made a few mistakes here. Number one, I recently figured out that MTR is not an AI. He is a UI. And because an AI is something that can do things on its own, but a UI is something that does things on command. Like when it's given a command to do the things, it'll do the things. Luckily for me, Jarvis, Friday, Edith, and Karen are also UIs, so I'm still accurate there. It's not going as planned. Seems to have become a theme recently. Like everything that I've been doing has not gone as planned until I figured out the examples thing. Which I guess makes sense because this is my first Arduino project and I have no idea what I'm doing. But it doesn't really get easier from there. I tried my best and I did figure it out in the end. And that's what counts. Anyways, enough of the talking. Let's go see what he can actually do. Alright. Let's see what this thing can do. This sounding looks like a mad scientist setup. I just trying to make sure that I have good lighting. But anyways, let's see what MTR can do. The speaker's on, you can see it from the speaker light. Sorry. I have a list of things that he says right here, and I actually have 3 statements that he doesn't say, that he does say, but it's not in the notebook. So here we go.
MOVI booting. MOVI is ready. The control side is MTR.
Alright. So let's just read off what we have here. MTR, are you listening?
Goodbye.
1 second. MTR. MTR, are you listening?
Yes, I am listening.
Alright, good so far. MTR. 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 How about now?
I am still listening.
Good. MTR. MTR. I think I said that too fast. 1 second. MTR. Who are you?
I am MTR, your personal assistant and artificial intelligence.
Alright. MTR. 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 What are the noble gases?
Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon.
Good, that's correct. MTR. 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 Hello.
Hello there.
Okay, he actually has trouble on that one, so that's good. MTR. MTR. Bye.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
MTR. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay. MTR. Thank you.
Anytime.
Okay, that's supposed to be the end, but I have a few more. MTR. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Alright. MTR. MTR. Good night.
Good night.
Alright, good. MTR. What's up?
Nothing much, just living.
MTR. Good morning. That's it.
Welcome back, sir.
Alright, so that's MTR. My UI, I think that's how you're supposed to say it. It's either UI or CI, but I think it's UI. See ya.
Goodbye.
Anyways, I'm going to unplug him now before he gains his own consciousness. I'm kidding. Anyways, this is what I've created. It's my very own personal UI. His name is MTR. Yeah. Yeah, this is an Iron Man helmet. Oh, you can't see my face. 1 second. This is my Iron Man helmet, and it does look a little messy, but this is the finished product, and I finished this before I finished MTR. I planned on making an entire video about this and having it come out before this one, but it didn't because MTR video turned out to be more complete than this one, so whichever one comes out first. I'm trying to make sure that I get this one out as soon as possible, whichever one. So it's like early bird gets the worm or something like that. But this does come off. It's a retractable Iron Man helmet head. It's an Iron Man helmet with a retractable faceplate and light up eyes, and it's cool. It took me a month to make this. This is also a not so Shortvention. So, yeah. This video actually started before I came up with the entire Shortventions thing. Yeah, before I started the Shortventions series. So, yeah. This took a really long time to make. And it's barely over 10 minutes. I'm assuming it's barely over 10 minutes. So, yeah, it just goes to show how things just don't normally go according to plan. Which seems to be like an entire theme for this entire video. Like, things just don't go according to plan. Like, I could make a movie under triples that I had making this thing. And, I mean, it's done, but it's not perfect. Then again, it is really good for a first Arduino project, which is exactly what I want. I didn't go back up front because my parents are up front right now and I'm filming this. I need to film this. I'm trying to get this out early. I'm proud of what I've done, and I feel like I've learned things along the way of making this, even though I did end up using examples to finish it up. I feel like I have learned things that I would not have learned if I didn't do it. So I'm happy about that. I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I tasked myself and challenged myself to do something like this, especially like making a UI without any experience with Arduino or electronics. Well, I did kind of have experience with electronics because I made the projector, but that doesn't count because that has nothing to do with coding. Same thing with this. Like this, these lights, these weren't coded in. These were lights. These were lights that I found. I just used things that I had in my house. I didn't buy any parts for this, and it worked, right? So yeah, I don't know why I started, but I'm glad I did. That's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please consider subscribing.
Please consider subscribing.
He learned it from his dad.